Once upon a time, from the land of fairy tales and foul play, this is Vince Charming. Very newsflash. I'm here at the Storyville Courts of Justice, where stars of famous fairy tales are put on trial for their crimes. As ever, 12 young jurors have been selected to hear this case. They have elected a foreman, Lewis, who will speak on their behalf. Each jury member understands the importance of their task and will reach their decision guided only by what they see and hear in court. They will then deliver their verdict. Guilty or not guilty, justice is in their hands. Today, a break-in at a luxury mansion, some nasty virtual bullying, a golden-haired movie star, and a very angry family of bears. Yes, it's the three bears versus Goldilocks, and this is no bedtime story. If the accused is found guilty of her crimes, she won't have a happy ending. Serious face. Appearing for the prosecution is Gretel Starch QC. She's so tough, she can freeze water with one stare. And for the defense, Robin Greenhood QC. He's so smooth, he doesn't walk, he glides. So let's take a look at the story so far. Movies. They're big, they move, and the whole of Storyville loves them. And the biggest movie mogul in town is Donnie Bear.
How dare you talk to me like that? I am a big shot movie producer!
But in the movies, there's one thing you make even faster than money, and that's enemies. One innocent Saturday morning as Donnie Bear and the Bear family went out for their usual walk. Someone broke into their house, ate a bowl of porridge, smashed a chair, and most scandalously of all, bounced on one of their beds. The police rushed to the scene.
Well, it is one of the worst crimes I've seen in all my time on the force. Although I have only been here a week. Witnesses will be questioned, clues will be gathered, and forensics will be, forensic! Cadet, Thank you, Sergeant. That's right, take your pictures.
All the evidence pointed to one prime suspect, Goldilocks. Goldie, she was the star of the hit movie series Perfect Teen High. Her acting was so-so, but her hair was so... whoa! It glowed like pure gold. But some people claimed she was trouble. Not me, other people.
Well, Goldie loves being a star. She just hates working like a star.
What you've done to my hair, it's outrageous! I'm innocent. I demand to see my makeup artist.
Well, the weight of evidence against Goldie is huge. About 2 stone, which is the same as Sergeant Barker here.
Did Goldilocks really break into the Bear family mansion? Is there really a feud between her and Donnie? And can someone get me a mochaccino with some extra foam now?
All rise.
Refereeing the case is Judge Hatter. He's definitely 2 cakes short of a tea party.
Yeah. Please be seated.
Where's everybody gone?
Members of the jury, were you impressed by my gymnastics?
Yes, okay.
Today, you must try to forget everything you think you already know about this fairy tale. Now, repeat after me. I swear to be a good jury.
I swear to be a good jury.
Good. Proceed. What?
So, just before the trial starts, let's talk to 2 people who know Goldilocks very well, Jack and Jill. So, Jack, how do you think she's feeling? Right, looks like you took a bit of a tumble there. We'll come back to you later. The defense are gonna call their first witness.
Oh, dear Judge. You do look tired. Not sleeping well.
Terrible.
Take 3 of these before bed.
Oh.
Now, have a lollipop.
Dr. Sugarplum, the sweetest doctor in Storyville. Medic to the rich and famous.
Doctor, we know that whoever broke into the Bear's mansion was very interested in porridge. Mr. Bear's porridge they tried, but they weren't too keen on. Mrs. Bear's porridge they tried, but they didn't like that much either. But young Bobby Bear's porridge, they wolfed down.
That couldn't have been my Goldie. You see, her tummy hates moo-moo milk. Been the same ever since she was a tiny munchkin.
Oh, what are you saying?
Well, she's lactose intolerant. She can't eat anything that's come out of a moo cow. If she'd even had a sniff of that porridge, she would have done a big yuck yuck.
No further questions.
Lactose-tastic move there. The defense say that Goldie couldn't have eaten the porridge. How will the prosecution fight back?
Exhibit J. Porridge. Collected from the scene of the crime. Have you tasted this porridge, Doctor?
I prefer to start my day with fresh fruit and a side order of sunshine.
Well, I have. And my conclusion is that this porridge tastes different, to say the least. And that is because Mrs. Bear makes it with soya milk. As you know, Doctor, soya milk contains no lactose. Instead of being made by moo cows, it comes from soya beans.
So Goldie could have eaten the porridge. And she could have been the criminal.
Well, the prosecution certainly milked that one. The fight is too close to call as the defense bring out their next witness.
It's not often we get to hear from a top police inspector.
Ooh.
No, I mean you. You're the inspector. Inspector Dumpty?
Am I? That's correct. Very good. You should be an inspector.
You saw how the criminal damaged the Bear's property. Tell us about the chair.
Well, and not even all the king's horses and all the king's men could put that back together again. And believe you me, they are experts.
I have here an exact replica of that precious Bear family heirloom.
Oh, that's sweet.
Would you destroy it for me?
No, I couldn't.
Oh, get on with it, Inspector. Or Timothy will get angry. And you wouldn't like it when he's angry, would he, Timothy? No, he wouldn't.
Right, okay.
You see, this little chair is surprisingly strong. I put it to you that you would need the strength of something like a troll to break that chair.
Did you just say something like a troll? Did you just say that?
Could Goldilocks really break it just by sitting on it? Thank you very much, Inspector. No more questions.
Oh, that smarts. Oh.
They're calling it Chairgate. Could a piece of furniture really save Goldie? Back to the prosecution.
Inspector Dumpty, I also have an exact replica of that chair. Would you sit on it, please?
Oh, but are you already...
Just do it, Dumpty.
Right.
Woodworm, Your Honor.
See that? Told you, weren't we?
The Bears never used that chair because they knew it was full of woodworm. But Goldilocks wouldn't have known that.
So does Goldie have a leg to stand on? Or even a chair to sit on? Ah! Splinter, joining me for some mid-trial analysis, again, are Jack and Jill. So, Jack, what do you think is going to happen? Illuminating stuff there. Next in the witness stand is Bobby Bear.
Master Bear, put that infernal machine down.
Bobby, can you take us back to that terrifying morning? And just explain exactly what you saw.
Do I have to?
Yes.
Well, we'd all gone out for a walk, you know, like we do every Saturday. 'Cause, you know, that's so how I want to be spending my weekend. And then it started to rain, which obviously makes it like 1,000,000 times better. So I went home. You know, rain really messes up my hair. You know what it's like for us guys, right?
No, I don't, because I am not a guy.
Seriously?
Let's just stick to the facts, shall we, Master Bear?
Well, I'd almost gotten to the door when I heard a noise, you know, like a crash from inside. So I hid, and that's when I saw her running away.
And you are quite sure it was Goldilocks?
The Sleeping Beauty, like lions?
No, Your Honor!
Order! 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 One ham sandwich, hold the mayo.
Boom! The smallest bear drops the biggest shock so far. He saw Goldilocks at that crime scene. What will the defense have to say to that?
Bobby, as I was listening to your story just now, I noticed something weird on the sides of your nose. 2 little marks. See, I get those too whenever I take off my glasses. You're short-sighted. Everything far away is a bit blurred. That's the reason why you thought my fellow barrister was a man, which was very funny. And because vanity stopped you from wearing your glasses, Master Bear, you couldn't really see who it was that ran away from the house that morning. Could you?
Definitely. Probably. Look, she had golden hair. I could see enough, okay?
No further questions, Your Honor. Shopping.
Nobody saw that coming, especially Bobby Bear. The defense have one last witness to try and prove Goldie's innocence. It's Donnie Bear.
Donnie, would you say you're an easy person to get along with?
Well, we all have our critics, right? Like, there was this one writer who said I had an annoyingly loud voice. Ha! Have you ever heard anything so ridiculous? I said, have you ever heard anything so ridiculous?
Wow. Crazy. So, what about Goldilocks?
Well, I made her the biggest star in Storyville. She wanted to quit to focus on her music, but I had her on a 10-movie deal. So she tried to make my life a nightmare.
You mean all those nasty things somebody kept writing about you on Babbler?
Well, I'm not the type of person to let myself get down, but the thing about virtual bullying is it can happen anytime. That is not fair. All those cruel names she called me really hurt, you know? Even for a tough old bear like me.
Yeah, I know exactly how he feels. I get trolled all the time, I do.
Yes, after the break-in, you reported the bullying, and the culprit's babbler account was identified.
Yeah, it was hers.
Members of the jury, he's right. Those nasty messages did come from Goldie's account, but she didn't send them.
What?
Goldie's account had been hacked.
Goldie on set, please.
Okay.
It would only take a moment of distraction. The police will be investigating this separately, Your Honor. The real bully will be found.
Objection, Your Honor. This is all just pure speculation.
Mr. Bear was bullied, but not by Goldilocks. She was a victim, too.
This is just clever manipulation.
No, it's the truth.
Well, she'll never work in this town again anyway.
Thank you,
Or
Mr.
the next town.
Thank you,
Or the
Mr.
next town. Or the next town.
Mr. Bear!
Down after
Mr.
that.
Bear! Thank you very much, Mr. Bear!
No further questions, Your Honor.
So was Goldie hacked or not? Maybe the next witness will help the jury make up their minds. It's an actress, once voted more famous than the moon. It's Goldilocks!
Sunglasses off, please, Miss Locks.
Oh, okay.
I just have to get a photograph. Ready? Lovely.
Miss Locks. First of all, I want to say something to Donnie. That was bad the way you were bullied. I mean, I know what that stuff's like. Me being a mega super famous star and everything.
Yes, Miss Locks. I believe you are what they call a celebrity.
I have 3 million followers on Babbler. I don't want to boast about it, but that's more than the Queen, so I kind of have to.
Quite. We'd all know a picture of you anywhere. Like, this one. Exhibit Z. A picture that went viral a few weeks ago. Miss Locks, that is you, isn't it?
Well...
You broke in, ate their porridge, smashed their chair, and then committed the most terrible of crimes, jumping on their bed. And then you had the nerve to take a selfie of your deed.
No, that's not true. I don't even look very good in this photo.
No further questions, Your Honor.
Goldie jumped on the bed and took a selfie of herself whilst doing it. What will the defense have to say to that?
Would you hold up your left hand, please, Miss Locks? Members of the jury, you'll notice on Goldie's left arm is a scar. How long have you had that scar, Miss Locks?
Since I was 6. A girl named Elercindas tripped me up in the playground. She was chasing after the prince.
But if we look on the selfie, no scar. Members of the jury, this photograph is a fake. The face is Goldilocks, yes, but the body, someone else. Thank you, Miss Locks. You have been a charming witness.
Thank you.
That concludes the evidence.
The jury have now heard from all the witnesses, but each team have one last chance to prove they're right. Let's go live for the summings up.
Members of the jury, today you have heard a tale of two sides. Which is the truth? To me, the evidence is quite clear. Goldilocks can't have eaten that porridge. She can't have broken that chair, and she wasn't Donnie Bear's bully. Goldilocks is not guilty.
Members of the jury, do not be confused by the defense. Bully or no bully, Goldilocks was in that house. She ate the porridge. She broke the chair. She jumped on the bed and took a blurred selfie. She was even spotted running away from the scene of the crime. Goldilocks is guilty.
Jurors, you have a difficult decision. Who do you believe? Who don't you believe? Who totally freaked your world? Retire and consider your verdict.
It's up to the jury now. They'll make their decision in secret. So what do you think?
So if we try and go with first the porridge, because that was the first clip.
We have here Exhibit J. Mama Bear only makes her porridge with soya milk, which does not contain any milk from moo cows. So it could have been Goldilocks that ate the porridge.
It could have been that the bears only eat soybean milk and just tried to trick her.
I know the jury's with me in the case of Goldilocks because being lactose intolerant is no laughing matter. I have no tolerance for losing.
When we saw that the other bear was going back to the house because he said it was raining and Goldilocks ran out, we don't see proof that that is definitely Goldilocks.
Yeah, the boy could have just ran ahead of them and they could have turned a different corner, then he could have went back in and did all that.
So I think that because he's clearly wearing glasses in this photo, he must be short-sighted and he must have mistaken Goldilocks running out the house for a squirrel, another girl.
I'm sorry, I don't have time for this. But I will say that burglars and vandals are normally punished. I just hope that the jury does not fall for her movie star charms.
She seems like a nice person, and I don't honestly think that she would break into their house.
No. How do you know that Goldilocks definitely got her scar when she was 6 years old? She could have easily got it the day before.
Yeah.
She could have been lying.
We don't have any evidence to support that she never sent those messages, whereas in this case, we've got photographic evidence. Scar.
So she did have a motive to send those messages.
Do you think we've reached a decision here?
Yeah.
We are moments away from a verdict here. Just time for some breaking news. Dick Whittington's got a new cat.
Infernal man. Jury, in the case of Goldilocks, have you reached a verdict?
Yes.
Do you find the defendant guilty or not guilty?
Not guilty.
Order! Goldilocks, you have been found not guilty. You are free to go. May all your ending be happy.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much.
A relief for Goldilocks
You made the right choice,
and for fans of the perfect Teen High franchise. I mean, for a moment there, I was worried.
You paperless. Bye. Thanks, guys.
Storyville court is adjourned.
All rise.
Come on, Clarky. Let's see if we can find that handrail.
Did you vote guilty or not guilty?
Not guilty. I thought Goldilocks was not guilty because of the evidence with the scar.
She could have just easily been lying. She's an actress.
Gretel, how do you feel about the jury's verdict?
We found out that Goldilocks was not guilty. That's where most of the evidence pointed to.
Robin Greenhood, what's your response to the jury's verdict?
Oh, same as always, Mr. Charming.
Shut.
The chair stood out as the most evidence that was speaking to me to push me to this decision.
Judge Hatter, do you have a few words?
Walnut, Snuffle, and Kaput.
At the end, we worked as a team and we figured out that Goldilocks is not guilty.
Well, there you have it. Was justice done? Was the verdict just right? This is me, Vince Charming, saying, until next crime, ever after, folks.
Mm-hmm.